Hello friends, this is Youheum. I used to work a full-time job and now I'm a digital nomad. I make a living as an illustrator, designer, and content creator. Today, I'll share my transition and some pros and cons. I will also share my reading list and the specific tools I use as a freelancer. Also, I'm able to create this video through the sponsorship of Squarespace. If you want to dive deeper into website building, e-commerce, and more tools like marketing, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build your online creative project. I used to struggle with emotional blocks against manifesting my dream job, and it's okay to face negativities along the way because we're all capable of fully embracing, accepting, and forgiving our shadows. So our journey doesn't have to look perfect, and it's okay to experience blocks and struggles. I used to deal with self-doubt, insecurity, and hatred towards those with more freedom and money than me. If you're currently struggling, or if you have already overcome similar blocks in the past, share with me in the comments below. Did you also feel burnt out or drained after work? Have you dealt with passive-aggressive coworkers who refuse to be supportive? I have also gone through this. My worth and talent felt unrecognized, and my presence felt unappreciated. I was completely frustrated that I was unhappy with my job. I used to spend my energy focusing on the helpless part of myself, the part that I can't change immediately, like the job structure, this society, and the surrounding people, like my boss and coworkers. I simply blamed the individualistic approach of this world without taking any actions on a personal level. When I realized how toxic and pessimistic I have become, I wanted to get out of this victim mentality and take conscious control over my career path. After practicing minimalism, mindfulness, and using other healing tools like EFT and meditation, my approach and values changed completely. I started to focus more on productivity and less on self-destructive thoughts. And I was taking a mindful approach to my business and my finances. Of course, I was scared to quit my full-time position, but I made up my mind that I no longer wanted to sacrifice my own happiness for a decent paycheck. I wanted to have freedom, flexibility, and be able to fully express my unlimited creative potential. I no longer wanted to be my job. I wanted my job to be me. I wanted to have fun while making money and while being my authentic self. So I transitioned out of my desk job by becoming a contractor, which means doing part-time freelance work with the flexibility of working from home time to time. And I know that this is specific to my own position as a designer and illustrator, but other remote positions that I have seen are copywriters, virtual assistants, and social media managers. Also, give me a shout out if you're working remotely at home, at cafes, maybe at co-working spaces, or while you are traveling. I would love to know what you're up to and how you support yourself financially. I only recommend transitioning to a contract basis from a full-time position because I have taken that path. I know that everyone's life situation is very different and unique. For me, I negotiated with my company that I was working 9 to 5 at, and I understand that it could be very difficult for some people to do this, so feel free to take your time and approach it in your own unique way. And if you currently love your full-time job, that's completely okay, and I accept you no matter what. There are definitely downsides to being an entrepreneur, freelancer, or a creative individual pursuing a unique lifestyle. I have the responsibility to be on top of my taxes, contracts, and business expense. And I only say that these things are downsides because I know that it can feel overwhelming at first. But once I was able to get on top of it, I was able to be okay with this process. The positive aspect of being a freelancer includes the freedom to choose my own clients, choose my own place to work at, and set my own rates. But the best part is being able to express my creativity without holding back my fullest potential. Some mindset resources that helped me arrive in this present moment include Asking It Is Given and Money and the Law of Attraction by the teachings of Abraham Hicks. I also recommend Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, Success is for You by David R. Hawkins, and Essentialism by Greg McKeown. I take courses for self-development as well, and I watch marketing expert videos like Sunny Lenarduzzi. It also helps to create a clear goal with tools like vision boards and journaling. Because I'm a solopreneur running everything in my business, I use different apps for bookkeeping, for time tracking, for setting appointments, and scheduling. I'll leave a link to my blog post if you want to know more. For my website, I'm currently using Squarespace. Squarespace allows me to schedule my blog post ahead of time, and the entry scheduling tool makes it easier for me to plan my post, and I'm able to be more intentional with my time. If you're also ready to build your passion project and creative career, I recommend going to squarespace.com for a free trial. Also, feel free to take advantage of my 10% off offer for your first website or domain launch when you visit squarespace.com/healyourliving. I hope that the resources that I shared today will shed some light in your journey, and I know that it's difficult to let go of fear and resistance of becoming a creative moneymaker. It helped me to focus less on the material gain and more on the joy of doing what I love. I'm grateful that you allowed me to share my transition and my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for being here, my friends, and I hope to see you again soon.